What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to episode 21 of your favorite beer league podcast, Toon Talk. Boys, I'm still tired from this weekend. I don't know if there's ever been a better example of the highs and the lows of Gooney Toons hockey than what transpired this weekend. But before we get into any of that, Tim, what is going on? Why are you wearing a blanket to start the show? Are you cold? Did you forget to pay your heat bill along with your internet bill?
The Gooney Toons have gone cold.
Oh my! That is the bit.
He's not wrong.
That's the bit. Yeah. I thought you were like hiding something fun underneath. You're just pretending to be cold.
Yeah, the Gooney Toons have gone cold. What is that? Three in a row now?
Well, yeah. There was a certain something in between, but.
Yes, there was.
Oh my God, no. How did you get one?
Don't worry about it.
Who gave it to you? Who do I have to cut from my team next year that gave it to you? Did Tavis?
No, I'll be honest. Tyler he let me borrow this for the show, but I didn't play in it, so I think it's only fair that I take it off.
That's probably
I don't like this because he definitely has something on underneath this hoodie, Garrett. It's the goddamn Russian nesting doll of bits from Tim.
The Russian nesting doll.
Why do you have? Is that another one? Why do you have another one?
Ladies and gentlemen, the over/under for how many sweatshirts
Tim, why do you have two?
So now, not only do you have to cut Tyler, you have to cut Embry.
Well, I know I'm not. Embry wasn't even on the team, so I don't even have to cut him. He just randomly got one just by being there. I will, because I did earn this. I'm gonna go ahead and crack open my victory whiskey. This is one of the many things we got for winning.
I hope it burns.
It doesn't. It's very smooth.
I know it doesn't, but I hope it burns.
Cheers, boys. Gooney Toons victory at the Yeti Cup in Gaylord.
Are we going to talk about it more, or are we going to jump into the Yeti Cup first?
No, we're going to talk.
Let's get the lows out of the way.
Yeah, we're going to get the lows out of the way first. Hold on. I got to do this. Wait, why isn't this working? Hold on, guys.
I am actually going to take this sweatshirt off because I am roasting
right now. Now that we're, episode 21, and we don't steal
honestly,
our dad's gear. We can buy our own now.
Honestly, I'm so thrown off by like I said, the Russian nesting doll of that Tim has, and now he's got a ripped tank top on. Just ridiculous.
Oh boy.
All right, we need to talk about this as quickly and as little as possible, because this was far and away the worst game we've played in 3 years.
I was just at dinner. I was just talking to Kelly about it. She's like, "What are you guys going to talk about in the podcast?" I'm like, "Well, it was probably the worst game we've ever played about, so we can talk about that."
It's the worst game we've played since our first year, when we had
definitely
4 guys that had played hockey before on our team.
Yeah.
I would like to apologize on behalf of the podcast, on behalf of the Gooney Toons Hockey Club, to all of the friends and family who were in attendance for family night, for having to witness that absolute abomination of what you can't even call it a hockey game, because it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
I also, Garrett, I need to apologize to Tim.
Go
on.
Tim, I wanted to say I'm really sorry for all the times I've yelled at you, for all the times I've gotten on your case for not skating hard enough. After Sunday, I know what you go through every week, because my skates were so dull, I couldn't turn or skate. And so now I know exactly what it's like to beat Tim on the ice and just be such a non-factor that it's not even fun.
It's not easy. Easy.
It's not, and it's not fun. So I don't know why you keep doing it, because if that were me every week, I would have quit. But
I don't know.
Good on you for for continuing through it. I had to get my skate sharpened on Monday morning, because we had a barn game on Monday night, and I took him in, and the guy said, "The fuck did you skate on concrete?" And I said,
more or less,
nope, just 6 games on the lake up in Gaylord.
Yeah,
basically the same thing. But yeah, it was bad. It was bad from everybody. You could tell over half the team had played a pond hockey tournament that weekend.
Oh yeah, everybody was a little slow on the edges and just slow in general. Like I was just gassed.
Hindsight 2020, probably pick a different weekend next year for family night.
Yeah.
Just
we only had 2, and we picked the one that we
The struggle bus this week was not a short bus.
Oh,
the struggle bus. It was a party bus.
Yeah.
And we might have been okay, but like all of like I how many guys do we have that played that? I mean, like 9 guys, 10 guys that played in Gaylord played on Sunday night.
13 skaters.
And what, a couple played.
Yeah, and then like 4 of them played at 3:30.
Yeah, Tim, Coon, Patty, Dan,
Bray,
Tom,
and Tom.
I think that's it. So 5.
No offense to 3 of those. No offense to those guys, but not exactly our leading point scorers on the team. So
yeah,
it was rough.
Suck it.
It was
Tom.
a rough one. Suck it, Tom. It was a rough one.
Embry too. Yeah.
Yeah, but Embry was still up there.
Yeah, he was
getting into it. Yeah, it was a rough one. It was a fun one. Nah, it was not fun.
So I say we just kind of jump into the
good.
The one probably shining star we had. The raw meat play. Do we want to jump into that?
We'll jump into the raw meat play of the week.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's been feeding Johnny raw meat. Look at him go. Yeah.
Bray with save of his career. Save of the year for sure. Probably I mean, it was an unbelievable blocker save.
It was a beaut. I remember on the bench thinking, like, I saw it and I'm like, nope, hands down raw meat play of the game. As shitty as this game we had one shining star moment, not even like just that moment.
Yeah.
And quite honestly, we gave up 6. Yeah, we gave up 6 goals, but Bray played pretty well too.
Oh yeah.
It felt like a season 1 game where he had like 40 shots and
he played fine.
I mean, I think they scored like 3 breakaway goals and 2 2-on-1s or something like that. Like it was brutal.
I can hear Ben's evil laugh all the way from Chicago.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Ben goes, now you know my pain, Bray. Welcome to my world.
Thanks.
Oh boy, but yeah, Bray played well. I mean, unfortunately, we couldn't do anything in front of him, which sucks.
Hats off to Dirty Work too. They came out fire and ready to go.
I think they came out with a little bit of fire under their ass too, because both teams know it gets a little chippy. There's nothing wrong with that. I think they looked at us as like, oh, they made this family night. Like, let's just fucking like embarrass them.
Yep.
It's like how you schedule the weak opponent during homecoming.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Boy, did we mess up 2 years in a row.
Yeah. 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
I will say, I think just about anybody could have got the Gong Goblet this game, with the exception of probably Bray.
Yep.
But Witchard earned it before the puck even dropped.
And let me tell you real quick, because I had up the previous game, so I was the one that chose the recipient, and I don't know if Joey knows this, but when we go out and kind of have like a boys' weekend like that, we do a little bit of drinking. So I was a little dehydrated on Sunday. So I was looking forward to some ice cold water after a hard skate. Nope. There was like a drop in every.
Those bottles were so frozen over. I don't even think an aardvark could get the water out of there.
You hit the nail on the head there with the key word. You just added a couple more. It was an ice. It was bottles of ice, Garrett.
Yeah.
Not ice cold water.
Yeah. So Joey got the Gong Goblet for leaving the bottles of water, which who knows how old that water was.
Probably a couple weeks.
Yeah. He filled them with, on Monday morning and just left them in his truck.
Oh my God.
Can't forget the water bottles if I don't take them out of the truck.
Yeah, I guess.
He was literally filling them up in the rink.
Oh my God. So we had rink water as well as frozen bottles.
Oh boy.
Oh geez. He should get it for the rest of the year just for that. That's ridiculous. Or at least make him get the bottles for the rest of the year.
He already has to for what? Giving Santa COVID?
Yeah. Joey's on everybody's shit list right now.
Yeah, deservedly so too. Deservedly so.
And then we won't name names, but somebody got Embry with the having the water bottle cap just barely on.
What do you mean? What do you mean we won't?
Only one person.
I'm gonna say, what do you mean we won't name names? There's only one person on our team that's dumb enough to do that, and he's right here.
Well, let's see. John wasn't there, so
yeah. Which shocker.
We're in the locker room afterwards, and he's sitting across from you and I, Connor, and he goes, "Yeah, I go to take a drink, and the water, the cap falls off."
I looked right at you. I looked directly at you.
And I started laughing.
I was like, Embry, he does this every year, at least once or twice a year. Embry's like, God damn it, I can't believe Tim got me.
I think I got Phil last year.
Yeah, you definitely got Phil. I remember
the first year.
Yeah,
because
first
game and nobody knew anybody, and first you get the quietest guy and the cop. And you just look. He looked like, who the fuck did this?
Phil was not happy.
Yeah, no, Phil was pissed. I would have been pissed if I just joined a brand new team. I knew literally one guy on the team. Yeah. And then someone water bottle tricks me. Like, are you kidding me with this shit? Not only
anybody, but the guy that can't. One of the guys that can't skate.
Yeah, one of the guys that can barely stand up. He's got lime green tape on his stick, and he's water bottle tricking me. Are you kidding me with this shit?
Oh shit!
I can't believe he didn't quit on the spot. I would have. But Phil's a better man than me, so what can I say? Well, so I think we had, because it was family night.
Yep.
The whole Uckley family was in attendance, so I think we had a double.
Wait. Did you say Uckley fan? So the guy's name?
No. The Uckley fan. No. The Uckley. The Uckley family.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's Buckley. Yeah, it's Buckley Uckley.
Uckley and
Buckley Uckley and Fuckley Uckley. That's right. Boy. So yeah, but they were both there. So we got a double interview with Mr. Witchard.
I think Fuckley was getting some on-the-job experience.
Yeah. Hopefully, we'll see how his next interview goes, and maybe
I haven't watched this interview yet. How's the camera work? Do either of you guys know?
I think it's spot on.
Okay,
tune in.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, here is Witchard after the game. Take it away, Uckley boys.
Buckley here and Buckley here. All right, shitty game by the Toons. What do you think happened there, Joe? Coughed
up a couple over the middle, fluttered one across, again picked it up. Bottles were iced, a little too cold. The boys didn't play the best game they've ever played, but I had fun.
All right. Rumor had it your kids were in the crowd and you get the goblet. Any thoughts on that?
I'm hoping by next year they're skating better than me.
All right, Dan, Tyler, and Connor, you got to sleep with one, marry one, and kill one. Go.
Sleep with Connor, he's hung. What else my other choices?
Dan, what did I say? I don't even know. Tyler and Craig, I think. Yeah, Tyler and Craig.
Kill one?
Yeah, kill one and marry one.
Craig, because he can't get any fucking points, I'm going to kill him. And then Tyler, I guess I'm marrying him for the rest of my life.
All right, we got Buckley, and Zuckley here. Toon Talk.
Okay, so I'm done. I'm done with this whole camera shenanigans. I'm done. I'm giving up. However it is it's going in the final edit. I'm done.
Oh man.
Yeah. No.
I thought it was a good question. I mean, Connor, you're clearly getting flattered with the interview. Like,
what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do?
Solid questions.
Yeah, solid questions.
They're getting better.
Clearly asking what the fans want to know.
Right.
Yes.
They ask the hard-hitting questions.
Yes.
Okay.
Of course.
Oh, yeah.
The ones that regular reporters are too afraid to ask.
That's right.
Yeah, that's the Uckley brothers. Oh shit!
Remember the original Mario movie? What's your name? Mario. What's your name? Luigi Mario. John Leguizamo as Luigi.
All right, boys. Can we just put this game behind us? Never think or talk about it ever.
Yeah, we're gonna burn this game tape. So
well, we still got one more little bit of segment about it, don't we?
What do you mean?
You know what? We were a little short there for.
Oh yeah. Well, that's not about the game. That's
okay.
That's not about the game. That's
actual gameplay. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, 3 of these guys were in Gaylord. couple injuries. I don't even know if John's
maybe one family
even,
exercise night. Maybe.
No, I heard Grappin had the flu.
He said he tested positive for the flu. First
what?
flag.
Wait,
yeah,
what?
Tested positive for the flu. So I'm like, wait a second.
That's never been a sentence in the history of the world.
You know what I mean? So I feel like that was his half-assed way of being like, yeah, I don't feel like coming. I'm too hungover from the wedding. So
rude. I tested positive for the flu. Shut up, Grappin. That's terrible.
Pathetic.
Phil, I know Phil was having some stomach issues up in Gaylord. So
he muscled through the tournament. So
he did.
Yep, he gets the free pass. Now
must have ate some bad fish.
Eric, I don't blame for not coming either. He took a puck, rode up a stick, and got him underneath the cup. So
little purple and blue down there.
Take care of yourself, Eric. Mr. Brown is rehabbing his way back. Should be a couple more weeks, and we'll have him back just before playoffs. And John.
Well, I have an update.
Here we go again.
You have an update?
The poker player on the team, the poker player that plays hockey in his free time, won his tournament. So, congratulations.
What he won is what? Oh, he won a poker tournament?
Yeah, that's why he hasn't been able to go to his games. Is he's like, I can only do one night away from the family, and apparently poker night's more important than hockey night.
So is he off the team? Is he off the team?
There's going to be a hard talk. Yeah, there's going to be a hard, long talk.
We everyone knows we have a whole squad of guys that are ready for a permanent call up.
Yeah,
and if we got space, I'd love to give one of them a call.
We have a wait list, John.
Yeah. So he's already checked in. Now, does that stand?
Yeah,
he's not coming to a 9 o'clock game.
That road
he's not going to a 9 o'clock game. Are you out of your mind?
And then he's going to miss poker night.
I'm telling you what Bench App says.
Yeah, and Bench App's ever lied before.
I mean, you're not wrong, but I'm just telling you what Bench App says.
There's no chance. There's no chance he's coming.
Yeah. I'm worried a little bit about Phil though, because he checked out. So I'm hoping he doesn't have that bug continuously. Hopefully it's just like a family thing.
Yeah. I hope he's feeling better.
Yeah.
He was in rough shape this
weekend. He was not doing good. Dude looked like a ghost. He couldn't keep anything down.
Yeah, it was bad. But all right. So let's do some around the league real quick, and then we'll hop into the fun part of this week's show.
Ooh, man, look at those. You got pictures, colors. Wow.
Oh yeah. No, we're getting slowly but surely every week little upgrades.
Real Bob Ross over here.
Shut up, Tim. Bunch of blowouts.
Yeah.
Not really any close games. I mean, I think Family PT 5-1 against CNS.
And technically, Family PT's first place, not second. They got a better goals.
Yeah. But
ours, man.
Yeah. No, when I put him in, I'm like, oh boy, our goal differentials. When you've got 2 teams that have a minus goal differential and 4 teams that have a plus goal differential, those 2 teams are struggling.
Yep.
So I think we have
E-League, here we come.
I think we have CNS this we're not there yet. So
yeah, we're fine. We're right where we need to be.
Yeah. We just need to get a consistent squad there every week, and we need to actually play hockey.
Yeah.
Also, Garrett, no offense, but maybe you play forward this week.
I thought it was significantly better last week than I did the week before. 2 weeks I did shitty.
And you're also filling in we needed a guy back there this week, so
yeah.
I'm not going to give you shit for that.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, no. We're going to hold back giving shit on this podcast?
I didn't think he played bad.
Not my Toon Talk.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Not my Toon Talk.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
Yep.
So, we beat ass at the barn. I think at this point, Ian made a really good point. Black Ace Ian made a really good point. Maybe we're just a pond hockey team.
We did meet the owner of the what was it, the Black Sticks or All Black Sticks or whatever.
All Black Hockey?
Yeah, yep. He does a lot of traveling for pond hockey stuff. We should look into that. He's like, yeah, after this, I'm literally jumping on a plane and going to Wisconsin for a pond hockey tournament next week. It's like, that sounds like fun.
I'm just saying.
Maybe we should do that.
Yeah. Maybe we're just a pond hockey team.
What did we start out in the barn? What was it? 11-0 or 11-0 before they finally scored?
11-0.
No. Yeah, it was 11-0 after 2 periods.
On Monday's game?
On Monday's game.
Woo.
Yeah.
We straight up worked them.
Yeah, it was bad.
Well, hey, they won the 3rd period.
They did. The guy we got off the ice after the 2nd period, and the guy who runs the score clock said, "You guys should play with the knobs of your stick instead of the blades." It was that bad.
But the Barn Toons.
What was that, Garrett?
You have standings in that league, like the Barn thing?
Not really. I think we've won like 5 in a row, though.
Yeah,
I'd say we're if we're not in first place, I'd imagine we're not too far behind.
Yeah,
okay.
We had a slow start, but I think we made up for that.
Yeah,
it's that rotating and keeping one guy back. That's the key.
Yeah.
Well, we'll just talk. We'll just get into the pond hockey nonsense. I mean. Timmy. Pizza.
We'll have to check the tape because I don't know if we actually agreed on something.
Oh, really?
Well, it doesn't matter because they finished more. They had more wins and they finished higher than us. So that was at both times of the bet. That was the bet.
All right.
Thank you, Gary. Tim's trying to weasel. Tim's trying to weasel.
I'm just letting you know, man. Yeah.
Don't even try it, Tim. Don't even try it. I don't know. Where do you want to start, Garrett? We got a lot we can talk about this.
Start with Saturday, or actually start with Friday.
Let's start with Friday. Just kind of recap of the whole week.
Friday, headed up, got up there, got settled, hung out for a little bit, and then we went up to Big Buck Brewery in downtown Gaylord for check-in. Got some swag, a little drinking of it tonight, a little tin cup.
Yeah.
Got a puck, some little bag or whatever. Then we had dinner there. Went back.
Real quick, in my opinion, quote of the weekend came from Phil at dinner.
Oh, incredible quote.
We were all sitting there. We had like 8 of us at that point.
I think there were 9 of us. Yeah, 9 of us.
Whatever. And you're looking around at the other tables and you can tell like, oh yeah, they're here for the hockey tournament. They're here for the hockey tournament. That's just a family of 4, whatever. But Phil's starting to look around. He's like, God damn it. There's a hot girl at least one hot girl at every table except for ours. And all we have is Embry. Embry and his like mad scientist, like fucking.
Yeah, his homeless, his homeless beard and homeless hair. Yeah. And then apparently the brewery closes at 9 because we were there. We finally got our bill at like 9:45 and we were walking out and we were the only cars in the parking lot.
Yeah. So, I didn't know what that was all about.
Like, whoops. Sorry guys.
Yeah, but if nobody ever came over and said, "Hey, we close in 30 minutes. You guys
nobody said. Hey, we were trying to leave because we had the rest of the guys were coming up and we were trying to meet them back at the cabin. So we were trying to leave at like 9. We're like, we were done eating by 9 and our waiter was just busy or whatever, but it wasn't a big deal. Went back to the cabin, hung out for a little while, and then just everybody kind of crashed. I will say, Reader definitely undersold the size of the cabin.
Yes,
there was more than enough room for everyone. It wasn't like we were cramped or anything like that. There was plenty of room.
Oh yeah, and some definitely were less cramped than others. I know, Phil was in a bed and he was able to share a bed with Steve.
Yep. That was really nice.
I was in a bed. Yep. I shared
Phil's what, the oldest guy in the team, Garrett?
Yeah. Yep. Phil's like the oldest guy on the team. Yep. That makes sense.
That was nice.
Weiss was on the floor next to him.
On an air mattress. Yeah.
Yeah. On an air mattress. Embry I think he was in like a twin, so not much room there. I think
he's a small guy. He was decent,
Yeah, and I think Reader shared a bed with his dad. Now, was anyone else in a decent sized bed?
No,
Tim, did you ever see the sleeping accommodations?
I think you got everything.
No,
as far as I can remember. So anyway, everybody went to bed. Up Saturday morning.
So what you're saying is Connor got a good night's sleep.
Yeah, Connor had a bed.
I'll tell you what, I did not get a good night's sleep because Embry slept above me in a bunk bed. I offered everybody that was there if they wanted to sleep in that bed with me. Anyone that didn't have a bed, I asked.
Did Connor offer you a bed?
Tim was not. I did not offer Tim a bed.
We're talking about Friday.
No,
we're talking about Friday.
I wouldn't have offered him a bed Friday night if he was coming up. Not gonna offer a sandbag or a bed. Get out of here. Anyway, I did not get a good night's sleep because Embry, and I asked him this before I decided. I said I would share a room with him. I said, Embry, do you snore? And he kind of looked at me and he goes, no, I don't really snore, but every once in a while I'll just go, And I was like, you just kind of moan? He goes, yeah, but it's like kind of intermittent. It was honestly the weirdest thing I've ever heard. He would do like 3 normal breaths, and then the 4th breath, he would just go, And I was like, oh my God. And it woke me up a couple times, needless to say. But woke up Saturday morning. I think we had French toast for breakfast. Yep.
Compliments of the chef.
Yep. Yeah. Compliments of, I think Mr. Reader made that. Then we headed over to the lake, got checked in, and I don't know, Garrett, do you want to talk about like the lake? It's like the rinks themselves.
So when we checked it out we did a little recon on Friday. We saw that there were 4 rinks being prepared, and had some bad feelings about that. And then came back on Saturday, and there were only 3 rinks available. So, yep. I think this was their first year. They definitely have some work to do. I think they were expecting just to literally show up, have like some, rink shoveled off and call it good.
Yeah.
But there was little to no preparation on the ice. So, there was a lot of holes.
Yeah, it was great.
Wavy, like not even like a hole, but like the worst thing would be like, in my opinion, like those old like dips, because you'd be skating or even just gliding, then all of a sudden one foot would just go whoop.
Yeah.
and that gives you that little mini heart attack. Like, oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could definitely tell they thought they were going to be able to just clear the ice off on Thursday or Friday and flood it once, and it would be fine. And I mean, if you're going to do something like that, especially on a lake,
yes,
you've got to like clear it off and have a couple days where you're not going to get any snow, so you can clear it, flood it like 5 or 6 times, and then you have to maintain it for that week leading up to the tournament. So
yeah,
I think next year they'll do a little bit better job. The other thing that I was a little disappointed with, but like at the end of the day, it is what it is, was there were no boards. They just
I was
shoveled,
okay. I was okay with
the snow
that.
to the side, but it just wastes a lot of time when the puck goes into the snow drifts and you're like trying to dig it out and shit. And, it is what it is. It wasn't the end of the world, that big of a deal.
Yeah,
but
I would say if they had a minimum, put some behind the goals or something like that.
Yeah. But at the end of the day, the ice was skatable. It wasn't, so horrible that you couldn't play. It just, it was what it was. And it's like we kept saying, both teams are playing on the same rink. So
exactly. Yeah.
Not that big of a deal. But both teams, Gooney Toons and Senior Toons, went 4-0 on Saturday. Good games.
Yeah.
Everybody, you guys kind of found your footing. I think Steve and Shane did probably a little bit more of the heavy lifting for you guys, but from what I saw, everybody played pretty well.
Yeah. Hell, even John came off. John was like, "This is great," because the ice was so bad. Everybody was skating at about maybe half speed most of the time.
Absolutely.
Sports out there, but John was just thinking like, "This is great," because everybody's skating at my speed and is just as scared as biting it and hurting themselves as I am at all times.
Yep.
So he did pretty good. Yeah.
But what'd you guys say John did? He said something, and then when he was coming off the ice.
Oh yeah. So and then so reiterate. I know we talked about this last week, but we've got a bunch of video, a bunch of pictures that from the weekend that I'm planning on putting together and making like our own separate video. That'll be out probably in a week or 2. It's gonna take me a while to go through everything and edit it all. But there was one moment where I was recording, and John was kind of in the corner. The puck. There was a guy in the corner who he was kind of pressuring. The puck, the guy misplayed the puck and it went right to, I think it was Miller, and he just kind of buried a goal. And John skated back to the bench area, and he was just kind of like, "That's how you apply pressure, boys. That's what pressure does. It causes goals." And then he tried to stop, and he just beefed it right into the snowbank right by the bench. And he's like trying to get up, but he can't because he's like in a snowbank, so he's got nothing to stand on.
Which anyone else that could have actually happened to because the ice was that shitty. Like,
that's true. That's true. But yeah, no, it was gonna happen to John for sure. It was gonna happen to John for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, at least you won his poker tournament though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, I tell you what, he didn't win any poker tournaments up at the cabin. because
he won one, I think. Like, I think the first night. And the only reason he won the first night is because River Dave didn't play.
Dave, Riverboat Dave. So Saturday we got some pizza, went back to the cabin, hung out, ate, had dinner, whatever, played some cards, watched a bunch of football. Joe's dad, Dave, cleaned everybody out, just an absolute card shark. It was very.
You guys had a surprise visitor on Saturday.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Tim decided.
Dave's neighbor came over.
That's right. Dave's neighbor Phil came over and played cards with us for a little while. Yep. And then I think
that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. Other than that, yeah. Tim, you decided to drive 3 hours up to Gaylord just to hang out with the boys on Saturday night, huh?
I did. Yeah. Our plans fell through. So I said, why not? GPS said 2.5 hours. It was more closer to 3. I didn't realize that, but
they got a foot of snow on Saturday. So we also forgot to mention by the end of the day Saturday, you could stand on one end of the rink and you could barely see the goal on the other end of the rink. It was so hard.
When you would skate at times with the puck on your stick and
lose the puck.
Three strides in, you would be like, is the puck even on my stick? I just see a giant mound of snow. Like it was nuts.
Originally they had the game scheduled for 2 15-minute halves. And I think by the end of it, they cut it down to just 1 18-minute game running time because it took so long to shovel the rinks off in between games.
Yeah.
They were trying to stay on time, but yeah, it was very funny watching Dave take all the guys' money.
Yeah.
Because they played Hold'em for a little while and he took their money playing Hold'em. And then we played Dealer's Choice. And we had a couple guys that I'm pretty sure have only ever played Hold'em. So when he would throw out a different game, like 7-card stud or Omaha,
Chicago,
or something like that. Chicago. Yeah. And they were they didn't know what to do. It was absolutely hilarious. But yeah, watched some football, drank a lot. But it was a good time. Good night with the boys.
I caught up once I got up there.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you sure did, bud. You sure did, bud.
Timmy giggles, yeah.
Yeah, Timmy got into the giggle stuff. Gary, you went to bed early on Saturday night. You were a little sleepy.
I mean, no. So I took a nap about 6:30, then watched the first, watched the end of the first football game. I don't remember who it was. But then watched the first half of the Packers and Niners game. That was boring as hell. So I'm like, I'm not staying up for this shit. Go to bed about 10 o'clock and meh. I regret nothing.
Fair enough. I went to bed at like 11. I went to bed a half an hour after you. I just watched a game on my phone.
Yeah.
Watched hockey on my phone. Then I fell asleep about midnight.
I definitely went harder on Friday night. Friday.
Yep. Yeah. You got into one on Friday night. I remember that. Yeah.
Some of you looked defeated when I got up there.
What's that?
It was a long Saturday was a long day.
I believe it.
Four games, and the worst part was it wasn't even the 4 games. It's just being outside in the wind, in the cold. Yes. Thankfully, we had the readers had like a little ice fishing tent that probably
that was a savior. Yeah,
6 or 8 of us could like kind of squeeze into and just to get out of the cold. And they had like a little space heater in there, so you at least could get out of the wind and warm up a little bit. But just there wasn't really like a great, because of how close our games were together. You only had like 20 minutes in between a game, so it didn't make sense like take all your gear off and go into the ice tent. So you kind of just hung out on the ice, just getting battered by the wind. It was a long day.
But would you have wanted to take all your gear off and put it back on?
If I had more time, maybe, because that's what we did in between our 3rd and 4th games, because we had an hour break instead of a half an hour break. Yeah. We kind of took. I just took my skates off, and then I just ran. That way we could go up to the tent. But no, yeah. Defeated looks was definitely. I mean, it was, and we both went 4-0, so it wasn't like we were upset that we lost. We were just dead ass tired.
Well, I'm just glad Embry took a nap, and then because him and Tyler
he went on sleep.
He was out. He took like a 3-hour nap.
Because I think it was him and Tyler stayed up till 2, I think, on Saturday.
That's crazy. But yeah, Sunday woke up, had some egg sausage for brekkie, and then headed back on over. The Gooney Toons had our semifinals at 10, and then the finals at 11. The first game was close, probably closer than 10-3. The team played us pretty tight for most of the game. And then
I feel like by the last half of the second, I don't know, I guess the last quarter of the game, you guys scored probably like 6 back to back.
Yeah,
like,
it was. Yeah, there was one shift. We were down 3-2.
Yeah.
And then we had one shift where me, Knack, and Ian, I think, scored 4 goals in one shift and made it 6-3.
Yeah.
And then after that, we just got a couple, they were pressing. We were able to get a couple goals and just kind of put the game away. But then we had championship at 11 o'clock. Played probably the best team we played all weekend. They were really solid, close game, back and forth. But I think we were up like 8-4 with a couple minutes to go, and they put in a couple, but by that point it was a little too late. So Gooney Toons, first ever Yeti Cup champions. Not a big deal.
Yeah, the sweatshirts are pretty nice.
Sweatshirts are awesome. Yeah, absolutely awesome.
They don't look that nice, just saying.
Yeah, I can just see the jealousy oozing out of you.
Oh, Tim, you got one too?
Yeah.
Didn't you find that at a Goodwill store? Everybody already sold them except for Connor. Yeah.
I'm just laughing because we were leaving Crystal Fieldhouse Sunday, and it was me, you, Garrett, and then Tyler and Embry after we all had a few. We're just giggling because it's like, how funny is that going to be if you wear that on the podcast?
Yeah.
So you guys are so stupid.
Yes.
This show's so dumb. I don't know why I do this shit half the time. We got just giggle.
We do it for the laughs. Yeah.
That's right.
Something like that. But then, you guys won your semifinal. You guys played a really good team in the finals. They were. And we were talking about this too. The way they had it for your divisions, they had 8 teams in your division. And then for Sunday, they did the top 4 playing like kind of a championship bracket. Then they had the bottom 4 playing their own little championship bracket. We probably should have played in your division and in that bottom bracket. Hell, you guys could have beat. I think Pizza House number 1 probably would have beat us. But the only 2 teams you guys would have lost to in all of our division were the 2 Pizza House teams. Other than that, I think you guys would have been fine.
I think we could have beat the second one, not the first one. And honestly, I think Pizza House number 1, and then the team we lost to in the finals, and then probably you guys were the top 3 teams right there. Yeah. The team you guys played definitely should have been up a division. And you could tell they had played pond hockey before. Kind of similar to us. You could tell you could tell the teams that knew how to play pond hockey specifically, and the teams that were hockey players that were just kind of out there playing pond hockey for the first time. Because like we've been saying for the last couple of weeks, it's a very different game. Yes,
and you kind of takes a little while to kind of get used to it. Which I mean, I tried to warn you, Tim. I tried to warn you.
We made it to the finals, man.
It's not like
let's see. Nobody playing pond hockey. Like
I did say hockey. Last episode.
You had a ringer. I'm gonna make sure that's there. I think Miller had as many goals. Miller had as many goals as the rest of the team combined.
We would have to fact check that. Go ahead, but we don't do that on this show.
We don't. No fact checking allowed.
Yeah.
Hey Siri, how many goals does Miller have?
No, but it was a good weekend. It was awesome. I mean, we're going to be doing it again next year because we got our tournament paid for next year. So
I mean, we are too, but
yeah. Let me ask you this, Garrett. So, like you said, we had 8 teams in our division. The way it worked was there was an upper bracket and a lower bracket. So the team that won the lower bracket, which would be the 5th best team in our division, right?
Yeah.
Because they won a bracket, they got all the same stuff we got, including their tournament paid for next year.
Yep.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Like part of me is like it pisses me off, but at the same time, because if we would have been in your bracket too, we either would have been in the same Final Four bracket as you or the one below you, and probably would have won that one. But
yeah, that's true. That's true.
But at the same time, it's like, meh, we did what we did. So I'm not going to sit here and second guess shit I didn't know.
Fair enough.
Whatever.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Great weekend.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
For having it be their first pond hockey tournament. They did a pretty solid job of organizing everything and putting
and,
it out.
and we played down. We definitely played down to a lot of the competition, like that 7-6 game.
Yeah,
it was. We definitely just kind of let them score because they were really bad. And actually, the 7-6 game was the black ice, and then because the hooligans we beat 8-4.
Oh yeah.
Because we played them twice. But yeah, so it was really the 8-4 game versus the hooligans. Our last game, that's when it was snowing a ton. We were just out there like
crazy.
Once we saw kind of the skill level that they were at. I mean, they were probably a 15-over team that could have played at Crystal Fieldhouse. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So we definitely were just kind of fucking around and just having a good time, and they were having a good time. So it's like, we don't need to jack up this.
But it's not like when you got signed up though that you didn't stay within like the guidelines of each.
Yeah, exactly.
League,
we followed the parameters that they put out for the divisions. Based on the types of players they said were going to be in each division. That's what we did.
When I saw the first team that you guys played, I was like, oh boy, like.
Yeah, I
was worried we were going to just absolutely crush.
The first team we played they were older guys, and we were like, oh boy, this is. And I think we were up like 7-1.
Yeah, you guys definitely did the same thing.
And we kind of like we were like we don't want to like blow out a team in the first game of the tournament and get like the reputation of being like those guys. That's no fun. So, but no, overall, solid weekend.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Got to make sure we give a special shout out again to Mr. Reader and Joe for letting us use the cabin. Could not have been in a better spot. I mean, it was like a 10 or 15 minute drive from the lake.
Yeah, and that's because of the snow. I mean,
it was
like a 5-minute drive without snow.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was perfect. Absolutely perfect. So,
is there even any hotels around there or anything?
There is.
Yeah. There's hotels in downtown Gaylord.
Yeah.
So we come in, but I don't even think we would have gone had it not been for, so it's crazy how we even found out about this too. Yeah. I mean, we went to a Wednesday skate on Black Friday.
Or was it
it was on Black Friday, but it was all the guys that do the Wednesday.
Yeah, it was the three of us and Reader.
Yep, and we just went down on Black Friday, and there was like a little piece of paper on a bulletin board as we were walking out, and it said Yeti Cup, Gaylord, Michigan. And Reader said, "Oh, my family has a cottage in Gaylord, Michigan. We should check that out." So we did, and
here we are, 2 teams later.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, which was fun that we had that many guys involved. I think that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm glad because
I think we were initially thinking like, how are we going to work this out with only like 7 on a team? Figuring we like 10 guys tops.
Yeah, we were worried about having to make cuts or whatever, but no, it worked out really well.
Yep.
So, all right, that is the Yeti Cup recap. Shout out, Gooney Toons, Yeti Cup champs. That is what it is. Thank you, Tim.
Losers.
Thank you, Tim. All right. Last but not least, guys, the people have been waiting for this.
I've been waiting
months.
For
months.
And it was worth
it. Was worth it. Holy shit, guys. Grilled chicken sandwich.
Yep.
At Crystal Fieldhouse, Skaters Bar and Grill, prepared by our favorite Crystal Fieldhouse employee, Brandon. Garrett, you had lettuce, tomato. You asked for pepper jack cheese. They didn't have it. I'm sorry. You first asked for, what did you say? Shredded Gouda.
Smoked
Gouda. They didn't have that. They didn't have pepper jack. So you went with provolone and a little hot sauce.
Ooh. Frank's. I'm pretty sure I'd be.
It was Frank's. It was Frank's. Because I had Frank's. I had a pickle and I had ranch.
Yep.
Tim, you apparently have the palate of a 4-year-old because you just wanted American cheese.
Well, who's the biggest food reviewer in the country right now? Dave Portnoy, right?
No, he's the biggest pizza reviewer. It's very different.
Okay, same concept.
No, he reviews one specific kind of food.
Okay, so when he reviews a
pizza, don't.
Hey, no. Listen, do you hear that? You hear that, guys? That's Tim backpedaling.
That's Tim backpedaling.
No,
he has the palate of a 4-year-old.
I'm not. That might be true, but
it is true.
When he gets a pizza, does he get all these toppings on it?
No, because he doesn't like the toppings on it.
So maybe he has a palate of a 4-year-old.
He probably does.
Well,
anyway, you gave it a 10.1. Tim gave it a 10.1 out of 10, mind you.
Yeah.
Just the American cheese. Garrett a 9.5. I had a 9.6. I mean, it was incredible.
It was great. And I'll go into my ranking real quick. Only reason I gave it a 0.5, it's on me. I didn't get pickles, and I should have gotten ranch on there too. So moving forward, there's going to be a lot of options. Apparently, there's a deep fried variant. I'm excited.
We will be going back and doing the deep fried variation of the chicken sandwich. I will probably be getting lettuce and onion on mine as well next time. I didn't even think about that. I panicked a little bit because when I said American cheese and Brandon said, "Is that all Tim wants?" And I kind of panicked and just said yes, and it just threw me for a loop. So I forgot what I wanted on my Tim. I want you to know your goddamn 4-year-old palate ruined my sandwich for me. So thank you for that.
But ruining your life on and off the ice.
That's right. But if you are
boys, my job's done.
Time to wrap up this episode.
If you are at Crystal Fieldhouse and you are feeling a bit peckish, trust us, you got to get the chicken sandwich.
With all the fast foods around Crystal Fieldhouse, why would you even go to them? As good as a sandwich was.
There's no reason to. And it took probably 15 minutes to cook it and get it to us. So not that bad.
It wasn't too bad. Yep. And he was cooking 3 of them. So
yeah, exactly.
Brought them all at the same time.
Yeah, they were primo. They were it was best food I've had at Crystal Fieldhouse ever. Not that I don't think I've ever had food except
we've had their pizza.
The pizza. We've had their pizza. That's true.
Mozzarella sticks, maybe fried pickles,
and the popcorn. We reviewed the popcorn.
And the popcorn was good. That's about it.
I will say the chicken sandwich is better than the popcorn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Go back. What do we give the popcorn? That's what we got to do is compare our rankings.
I think my popcorn was like the high 7s, low 8s.
I think I was like somewhere around there too. I think I did like 3 rankings, like freshness, cost, and
yeah.
But yeah, this definitely trumps that. No question.
Yeah. It was very good.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll try and do the fried one in a couple weeks. But yeah, you guys have anything else?
I don't know what's on the docket for a review next week.
What do you want to review, Tim?
I don't know.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah, what is your
dinosaur nuggets?
Dino nuggets.
Yeah, why don't you go to a preschool and ask them what their favorite food is, and then we'll review that to make sure you'll eat it. We can't review anything too advanced. I don't know. We'll figure out something.
Yeah.
Anything else, boys?
I'll be honest. These last 3 days, I have just been kind of like a ghost. Like I'm still recovering from this weekend.
Yeah, I guess I should probably address the fact that there was no highlight video put out this week. I got home from our game on Sunday. I normally pull the clips on Sunday night after the game when I'm like hyped up on adrenaline. Yeah, I didn't have any of that on Sunday. I came home and passed out as soon as I got home. And then my nights are pretty busy throughout the week. So I'm hoping I have time Thursday night to pull the clips and edit it. Hopefully it's out by this weekend. If it's not,
we just forget about it.
You're not. Yeah. If it doesn't come out,
if we have technical issues,
it doesn't come out. Yeah, I was considering just lying and being like, yeah, no, the live barn was down again. But
I don't think anybody would have checked you.
Yeah, no. Like, yeah, conveniently we have the braid in play, but that was the only thing we could find from live barn. So
just do a video of trash.
Yeah, 3 minutes. Yeah, 3.5 minute video of the landfill.
It's 5 minutes of a dumpster fire.
Yeah. So, I just thought I should address that because if anything, we are a podcast of integrity. So
obviously,
that doesn't fact check.
Of course, no integrity without fact checking. That should be our motto.
The best kind. Yeah.
What was the beer count for this weekend?
Oh boy, I'll tell you what. Joe said something really funny when we were cleaning everything up. He said, "Fuck, man, I didn't expect everyone to bring up a case of beer. I was expecting like 1 case a car, not 1 case a person."
Yeah, no, everybody
brought up. Yeah, there was
except for Embry, who as soon as he jumped in the car because he rode up with me and Connor, he goes to me, he's like, "Hey, can I have some of your beer? I didn't bring any because I brought enough weed and peanut butter and jellies, and I figured I could barter for beer as needed.
Yeah,
Like,
he was
you
using.
can just take any beer you want from me.
He was using peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, weed, and then he stopped and bought cigarettes. And he was going to use those 3 things to barter and trade for beer throughout the weekend.
It was the prison bartering system for Embry. Yeah.
So, and I'm pretty sure it worked because every time I saw him, he had a beer in his hand. So.
Oh yeah.
Well, I'm still laughing at. So I get there, and I'm kind of like wondering. I'm like, man, I don't know if Reader's parents know that we smoke or what.
Oh yeah.
And so Joe Reader goes, hey, you want to smoke? I go, yeah, sure. Hey, Dad, where's that weed? I was like, okay, I guess you know.
Yeah, his dad's a savage. His dad was hilarious. We were playing cards and he goes, I'm not high enough to be playing right now. I got to go take a hit. So we like walked upstairs, took a hit, and then came back down and won the next 4 hands in a row.
Yeah.
Oh God, I forgot about playing euchre.
Of course you forgot about it. You couldn't even see straight. We were joking. You were like that guy from the scene from Ocean's 11 where Brad Pitt's teaching all the guys how to play cards. You were just like, oh, Reds, baby.
Tim, we're playing euchre. Yeah. Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even hand and poker, but we're not playing that.
I remember being his Reader's dad's partner for a little bit, and I was pretty sure he was kind of annoyed that I didn't really know what was going on.
Yeah, well, so it took him a lot shorter of a time to figure out like your whole deal than it normally takes. You just have, you know, good on him. He can read people pretty well then. Oh boy. Well, next week is going to be better.
Yes, I think so.
Because
we play next week.
I think CNS.
Yeah, so it'll be a tough one, but you know what?
We're gonna come.
We're gonna switch some things up. I'm feeling pretty good.
I think so. I think once we get a little bit of it was funny. We were at the barn on Monday, and the guy who runs the barn was like, "Yeah, you guys playing in the tournament this weekend?" And I said, "Oh, you guys have a tournament here this weekend?" And I went into the lot. I was talking to Reader, and I was like, "Hey, so they have a tournament here this weekend?" And Joe just kind of looked at me and goes, "Fuck you, dude. No." I was like, all right, yeah, no, fair enough. I was, so yeah, I think have a nice long week to recuperate.
Sharpen your skates. I still have them.
Sharpen your skates for sure. Then come back late one, I think 9:00 on Sunday.
Yeah, 9, maybe 9:15 or something like that.
Oh,
so no John.
So no Dougie after.
Oh yeah, but I can't. I can't blame him on that. I don't blame him. I did mean to send a person. I did mean when we were talking about the game from the 3 of us here at Toon Talk, Doug, we're sorry that you had to witness your son play like that.
Sorry for your loss.
Yeah, that's
any faith you had in your son.
Tyler said the last time my dad saw me play was he was watching me on TV playing in juniors, and this is the first time he's come to watch me play since then. So, sorry, Doug.
Then Tyler doesn't show up to the barn.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I'm thinking Tyler got grounded.
Oh, for bad play.
Well, in that case, we're all grounded.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh man!
But he did say his dad's gonna be there at the next 7:00 game.
Yeah,
which I think is our.
Why?
Well, because he was supposed to hang out with us.
I actually don't blame him for just bouncing.
Yeah, I owe him a beer. Remember, I called him out for not listening, and Tyler gave me bad information.
You know what we could do? We could just have meet us at Luigi's, and he could just have some of my pizza, and you can buy him a beer there. Because we do need to figure out. I told my team, I said, I'll let you guys know when we're going to Luigi's because that pizza is for everybody. You all earned it. So quit flexing. Put your arms down. What do you think you're doing? It's the kids show. I'm gonna have to blur your screen out. That's ridiculous. Unbelievable. It's got a tank top. Put the hoodie back on. I don't care if you didn't earn it. Put it back on. I don't need to look at that shit. My mom watches the show. What are you doing? Sorry, Mom.
Rated R for violence.
I'm sorry. Oh my God. All right, that's it. We're done. We'll talk to everybody next week. We'll talk to everybody next week. Go Gooney Tunes. Go Gooney Tunes.
Toon Talk. Please remember to share, like, and subscribe to the Gooney Toons hockey page. And remember, folks, tune in next week to see Gooney Toon content and other Beer League hockey news. That's all for today. We'll see you next week on Toon Talk.